There's an opportunity for therapists to really change the trajectory of kids' lives through a simple piece of assistive technology. And that is with really cute power wheelchairs. Look at this, it's so cute. Now, kids are curious creatures and they love to learn. And they'll learn through a concept we call play. Now, play can be stationary when you're sitting on the ground, playing with a tape measure, exploring things, hearing noises, doing all that, and that's great. And they'll also play through mobility. Now, given that they're such curious creatures, that curiosity is a great fuel for mobility. So, kids are curious, they'll be motivated to move, and when they move around, they learn and they discover and they interact with the world in a much better way than just sitting still. And there's a growing body of research that support this, that when kids mobilize and interact with the world, that increases their feelings of responsibility, their confidence, their self-image, their attitudes, and their social interaction. There's even links to it to increase things like speech or even developing new skills. Once you learn one skill, you'll learn another. So think about it as when you're comparing a kid who's just sitting there and interacting with the stationary world around them versus a kid who's making decisions, going out there, making mistakes, pulling on a curtain, whatever it may be. That's how they're learning with their environment. And powered mobility doesn't negate walking. If you've got a child that can walk and you think a powered chair is going to make them lazy, that is not what the research says. If kids associate mobility with pain and discomfort through their walker, then they're not going to be motivated to do it more often, right? Mobility is just a painful experience and I don't want to do it. I'd rather just sit on the couch and go on TikTok all day. But if mobility can be pain-free like it is with most people, then their encouragement to go out into the world is going to be so much higher. So this doesn't make them lazy. This can actually turn someone who's probably more geared towards being a couch potato into someone who likes to go outdoors and explore the world and interact with friends and play ball and do whatever it is. And it's also important we get kids moving because we don't want them to develop a thing called learned helplessness. So if a kid is always relying on someone else to pick them up and move them and get them over here, then that's not the kind of attitude that we want to set for this kid in the early stages of their life. We want to show kids that they can do stuff themselves. Moving your body in space, interacting with the world, running a wheelchair into a wall and being yelled at, that's all just part of being a kid. So let's let kids be kids and encourage powered mobility where possible.